Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at Pop OS. We have the Linux distro from System76. We've got a review here calling it sleek, built for developers and creators.
Mhm.
So our mission is basically to dig into that, see what makes it tick, why people rate it so highly, especially developers, and of course, what the downsides might be.
Right. And Pop OS, it's interesting because it takes Ubuntu as its base, a really solid foundation, but then System76 puts their own spin on it. Lots of unique features. For you listening, if you're looking for more control over your setup, your workflow, this dive is about seeing if Pop OS really offers that modern private alternative to something like Windows.
Okay, let's jump right in. Hardware support. It's often the sticking point for Linux switches, right? This review raves about crazy smooth GPU support. NVIDIA, AMD, drivers just working. But just works with NVIDIA can sometimes mean, well, it boots. Does the review get specific? Like, does CGV for machine learning do those advanced features work easily? Because that's crucial for developers.
Yeah, that is the crucial part. And it seems so. It's not just that the drivers are there, they're optimized. Pop OS actually offers different downloads, specific ISOs for NVIDIA hardware, which means stuff like CUD or ROCm for AMD, they're set up to work pretty much immediately. It cuts out a huge amount of that initial configuration hassle,
Oh, okay.
which is a massive win, really, for gamers and especially machine learning folks. Takes away that first big roadblock.
That is huge. Okay, so moving on to the desktop itself. The review mentions the Cosmic desktop environment, Cosmic DE. Sounds like System76's secret sauce. What did they find was the big productivity booster there?
Well, Cosmic is their own unique DE, and interestingly, they're rebuilding it completely right now using Rust.
Oh, Rust. So aiming for speed and safety then.
It's exactly memory safety, raw performance potential. But the catch is that the new Rust-based DE, it's still technically an alpha, so you're kind of betting on future performance versus immediate proven stability. But the feature reviewers love now is the smart auto tiling. It's not just basic tiling. It, intelligently arranges your windows on workspaces.
How so?
Like, you could have your terminal, your web browser for docs, your code editor, all snapping into place automatically. Less fiddling with Windows, more focusing on the actual work. For a developer, that's pure gold.
Makes sense. Okay, beyond the UI, what about under the hood? Security, stability, always big concerns. Did the source mention what Pop OS does there?
It did. First off, full dist encryption. It's the default option during install, which is a major security tick box checked right away.
Good start.
And for performance, yeah, they use some modern tech. One thing is RAM memory compression. Basically, it squeezes data in your RAM on the fly, making it feel like you have more available memory. Helps speed things up, especially for memory hogs like those big Java builds the reviewers mentioned.
Right, okay. I saw a note about packaging. They use Flatpak, not Snap apps so much. Why is that significant for the average user just wanting to install, say, Spotify?
It matters more to power users, maybe, but it affects everyone. Snap packages often pull in dependencies tied to Canonical, Ubuntu's parent company. Some users don't love that. Flatpak offers better sandboxing, more isolation for apps, and avoids those specific Canonical ties. So Pop OS, choosing Flatpak tends to lead to a system that feels a bit cleaner, more independent maybe.
And faster overall.
Generally, yeah, potentially faster and more flexible. The reviewers seem to agree they found it really solid, fast boots, stable enough that they felt comfortable ditching Windows entirely.
Okay, solid performance, good security. But you mentioned that new Cosmic DE is still an alpha. There have to be some rough edges then, right? What compromises did the review point out?
Yeah, this is the reality check part. The Pop Shop, their app store, apparently it can be a bit buggy sometimes. The classic Linux experience maybe. Great engine, occasionally sticky door handle.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
And yes, because that core DE is still evolving, particularly if you opt into the alpha version, app crashes aren't impossible. It's the price of being on the cutting edge, I suppose.
And software availability.
Right. The main software repositories are pretty good based on Ubuntu, but if you need some really specific kind of weird niche software, as the review put it, you might not find it prepackaged. You might have to build it yourself or find a workaround.
Okay, so pulling that all together. Seamless GPUs, that slick Cosmic DE with its potential but also potential alpha bugs and maybe some software gaps. Who does this really suit right now?
The review is pretty clear on that. It's great for people doing heavy container work, like Docker. Full-time coders, definitely. Gamers, because of the GPU support. And machine learning folks. Their needs really line up well with what Pop OS offers out of the box, the performance, the customization, the security.
And the flip side, if you need absolute guaranteed stability for maybe obscure legacy apps, or you just can't risk any alpha-related hiccups.
Then yeah, the advice was maybe stick with something like the latest Ubuntu LTS or Fedora for now. Those are more proven quantities, less experimental on the desktop front.
Right. So Pol OS is this powerful, customizable system, great performance, secure, but maybe with a few caveats depending on your tolerance for new tech.
Exactly. It delivers a lot right out of the gate.
A really interesting option in the Linux space.
Definitely. And maybe here's a final thought for you to chew on. That new Cosmic DE built in Rust, still technically in alpha, how much do you personally value that promise of future speed and modern safety features versus the rock-solid tested stability you get today from its older relatives like Ubuntu or Fedora? Deciding where you fall on that spectrum, bleeding edge versus proven stability, that's probably key if you're thinking of making a permanent switch. Still, the advice holds. Give it a spin on a virtual machine or a live USB first. See how it feels for you.